This demonstration we're going to look at user account control settings. What user account control does is it controls exactly what happens when I run an admin application, such as, for example, computer management. So if I log in as Brian and I have or I am a member of the administrators group, I will be prompted for elevation of privileges. If I log in as a standard user, I will be prompted to provide admin credentials. Now this makes the operating system so much more secure, because it means even me logged in as Brian, I'm never really logged in as an administrator until I require admin privileges. So what we can do is we can control exactly how user account control settings behave through a local group policy. So what I've done here is I've launched up my local group policy editor, and what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to come into my computer configuration, come into Windows settings. Within Windows settings, I'm just going to expand security settings. Within here, I'm going to go to local policies, and within local policies, I want to come to my security options. Within my security options, if I scroll right the way down to the bottom, what I have here is I have quite a few settings used purely for user account control. So one of the things I've got here is I've got my user account control admin approval mode for built-in administrator account. So currently disabled, so if I'm logged in as the built-in administrator, I am the built-in administrator. Allow user interface access applications to prompt for elevation without using the secure desktop. Now what the secure desktop is the screen goes grey and the only thing we get is a little prompt. So what we're saying here is we're disabling that option as well. We've got the behavior of the elevation prompt for administrators in admin approval mode. So this would be me logged in as my Brian user account, and what we're getting here is prompt consent for non-Windows binaries, prompt for credentials on the secure desktop, so the grey desktop, prompt for consent, so credentials is login again, consent is do you want to run this application, prompt for credentials, prompt for consent, and prompt for consent for non-Windows binaries. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to prompt for credentials or consent on the secure desktop. So prompt for consent on secure desktop. And what I'm going to do for users who are standard users, we will prompt for credentials. So if we do try to run one of these admin programs, such as computer management, we will be prompted to log in as administrator again. So we've done that. We've got detect application installations and prompt for elevation is enabled. We've got only elevate executables that are signed and validated, currently disabled, but really, I think real world I'll probably want to enable that. Only elevate user access applications that install in secure locations. Yep, we're happy with that. Run all administrators in admin approval mode, so that would be my Brian user account. We will secure to the secure desktop when prompt for elevation as well, so that's a grayed out screen. And we can also virtualize file and registry write failures to per user locations. So what we're doing here is we're stopping users from writing into the actual registry, and we're just going to virtualize the registry. So I'm happy with those settings there now, so let's just test these. So we'll just close this down. We'll just log in as a standard user. And we'll log in as a user called Adam. So now we're in as Adam. What we're going to do here is we're just going to right click on computer, click on manage. And as we can see here, we are prompted for credentials. So that proves the user account control does work. So we'll just say no to that. Then in order just to prove that it does definitely work, what we'll do is we'll just try to manage the computer again. But this time we will log in as administrator. And then we'll stick in the password. And what we should find, we now get access to computer management. When we close this, it removes those credentials. So just to prove it has removed the credentials. What we can see, we're prompted to log in again. And that's the end of this very quick demonstration on looking at using user account control settings. Thanks very much.